Make a U-turn. In 1,000 feet, slide left, take the next left, sharp left, turn right on, continue on, in a quarter mile, at the light, in 600 feet, turn right on. You have reached your destination.
Well, here's something I'm rather happy about. I have purchased 2 front fenders, 2 rear fenders, 2 outer sills, rockers, whatever you want to call it, the grill surround, the Sebring type front end air dam, and a hardtop. All together is a package deal. And oh, by the way, that's not metal. That's also fiberglass, and it's beautifully done. I just weighed all this stuff, and these things weigh a whole hell of a lot. I mean, check this out. One hand, easy to load, easy to pick up, and light. But in very good condition. Used, obviously, but still in great condition. So, guess what I'm putting on my coupe? I'm going to take these things down and store them out of the way. But they're all still in very good condition to be used at some other time, perhaps. I am thrilled at this. I got a package deal from Rob. So Rob, if you're watching, nicely done, bro. I really appreciate it. And getting these things ready for paint at some point is going to be extremely easy. I've worked with fiberglass for quite a bit, so it's a matter of washing and then sanding down. Very, very easy. And the weight savings is, let's see, 12, 24, maybe 10, 34, 44. Let's call that 50 pounds and or more. I have to look through my old records and see what I weighed the other ones in at. But I forget what the adage is. Every 100 pounds you save is like 10 horsepower added or something like that. So these things are not insubstantial. They're pretty stout. But they're just light because they're fiberglass, So coupled with a not native engine for this baby and significant weight savings, I'm looking at a pretty sprightly little car once it's done and finished. So I'm getting kind of excited. Yeah, there we go. Now, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for my delivery of new sand, I'm going to start digging out my hammer and dolly set and so forth, and start putting together a plan to straighten out metal. Like I had said in my last video. So, oh geez, what does she want? Oh, she's there. Straightening out metal, and what do you call it? There she is. I do need to take the rust cutter and do all of the inner stuff that has been stripped, especially the roof. Not that it's damp or rainy in here, but I don't like bare metal. And yeah, start moving some things and getting stuff off my garage floor and ready to go up in storage up in there. So here we go. So you know what I forgot? I forgot the underside of the trunk and the rear valance and so forth. I need to strip that. And this. And that. And these two pieces. Oh well. And I got some metal here to straighten out. As you can see, that's not going to be tough. I did it on my Roadster as well. So, gonna get to it. Okay, this has been it's been a bear. you'll see that I've got some areas of rust in patterns that bespeak some damage to the rear end. There has been evidence of a hit or a little bit of a fender bender. Damn it, here. You can see here in the middle, whoops, here in the middle, right there, a seam has been repaired. Damn it. The weather's changed and I've got, hold on. Anyway, the weather has changed and, Jesus Christ. Asthma or pollen or something's picked up. Anyway, so evidence of some damage back here, as pointed out by this. This came off. I've got some more Bondo up in here that I'm going to scrape out, and I'm likely to basically draw a line from about here over and just remove everything to see what else is in there. Because looking under here, I see evidence of some Bondo, right? I've taken the opportunity to straighten this out. I have taken the opportunity to straighten out some other stuff on that side. I also, by the way, stripped over in here. I'm bouncing around all day. Let me back up. You'll see some black areas, some white areas, and silver. Silver being the metal. This black is a tarry crap. Is tarry crap substance. Fuck, that has been sprayed on here as a preservative, especially under here. A lot of tar. Okay, I know it looks unhappily ugly. I'm not going to remove it because when I did it on my Roadster, it was a bear to do, and I just replaced it with more of the same. So I'm gonna leave it as is. And oh, by the way, that is the area where the gas tank goes, so it's not going to get impacted by road junk, grunk, etc. So, I also, let me zoom in, de-rustified that thing right there. Kind of hard to see, but that's the kind of a red piece there from side to side that covers the frame when this body goes back on the frame. Before I do any further de-rustification, goddammit, painting or whatnot, I'm gonna I'm gonna weld these pieces together from the back for added protection. It looks good from the other side, but you know, doesn't hurt. And then I fill all those seams with seam sealer. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So I took my hand at straightening out this. Whoops. There's my hammer, there's a dolly. There we go. So I have straightened this out. I'm going to perhaps take my angle grinder to it again and get out anything else, but I'll show it to you side on if I can. It doesn't look too bad, actually. Okay. Damn it. I have this one last, where am I? This one last to work on and some crap in there to get out, but I consider the rest of this good enough, not good enough, but pretty darn straight. Almost as straight as this. And again, I'm looking at the bottom here. It looks imperfect, but you know, once that fender goes back on, those imperfections are going to be inconsequential. So, there we go. What else have I done today? Oh yeah, straighten out this tab right here. I need to grind the rest of that down, but that, if you recall, was folded under, and I've since straightened that out. I will fix that. I'm about to, at some point today before I stop, take out the cowl and see what I have for a front end. Let me zoom here. There we go. I'll investigate that piece in there. Odd. My camera froze. Anyway, after hammering on this thing to get out dents and so forth, quite a bit of sand came out. Quite a bit. So I'll need to be especially careful about blowing this thing down before I do any painting, any priming especially. So yeah, kind of bouncing around here, but I'll finish up the rear, I think, and then I'll get to the cowl, and that'll be that. All right, let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm taking off scads of Bondo on the back. I think Bondo was just used to fix the back here without doing a whole lot of body straightening, right? You'll see here why I always prime onto bare metal and then do body work over it. As you can see, this is rust, and that's put together by Bondo, which is hydrophilic. It loves water and hangs onto it, and then it rots from the underside out. All right. So, what I'm doing here, I've got a hunk of copper, and I've already straightened out. Whoops, damn it! Sorry, I've already straightened out this stuff. I may just cut it off, but I've straightened out this part of it, and now I'm curling this stuff up that way. And going bit by bit by bit, you can see that I've already got that part. Once this is all curled up and looking nice, I'll take an angle grinder to it, take it out of bare metal, and see what I've got. Yeah, I enjoy this kind of stuff. I really do. Done. At least for now. Okay, so obviously I've taken down some. At some point in the near future, when I start doing major body work, I'm going to pound this out from behind. It's not too bad. There's a seam here that goes just about all the way up. You can see it from the other side just as well. I've got some more straightening out here to do. Over here looks really nice. And I also flattened out this. Let me show you from behind. There you go. Still some more work. This side is much better than this side. You can see here the areas that need to get pounded, flattened out. So I'll just take my hammer and dolly and just go for it. At some point, I can already see right about right in here, I've got some work to do pounding this stuff out. Right there. Yeah. Okay, so in the meantime, I had made a point to strip that sucker off. Right? That's what covers the frame, and it goes from that tie down to the end of whatever that thing's called. Battery cover? I don't know. And this side is missing it. I was going to fashion one myself, but then amongst all my stuff, I found the actual patch panels. So I'm going to remove that piece that is, seen better days and replace it with new stuff. This stuff has some surface rust that's easily taken care of. I ground it off in 2 seconds. And here's the actual front shroud, right? So what I do tonight is over here. I'm going to cut this puppy out. If nothing more than like that on both sides, so that I can get into the internals and the guts of that thing. So now without further ado, I'll fit a cutting disc and go for it. I don't remember, to be honest, if this front piece goes with it. I think it does, but I don't remember. Oh, it's raining pretty hard outside. And I have to be careful about this. I don't necessarily want to take that out if I don't have to. Let's pause and see what the other one looks like. And there it is. All right, so yeah. Cut along this seam, leave it because that's part of this. I really needed to be careful. I would have cut the entire thing off. I'm sure there's a patch panel for it. God damn, you can kind of see how it's been deformed too. So follow your eye here. You can see how it dips. Right about here, duh, it's been hit. And such. Really, this, I think somebody welded in an old patch panel, I mean a new one, did some surgery to it right there and right there, and left it for good without taking out the old stuff. The stuff here in the corners. That's going to be kind of a bitch. I think that's Bondo. Whoops. I think that's Bondo there. Yeah, this is an imperfect patch. Cover up a gap. Oh, that will be easy to take out. I may elect, let me sit down here. I may elect to go ahead and zorch it all the way down and replace it. You know what? I am going to, and I know why. I'm not going to need this lip, because I'm going with the front valence like I have on my Roadster. Now that's the answer I needed. All right, well, here we go. And here's something else. I forgot that I had this. Patch panel from Moss. JP gave it to me when I bought the car from him. And it's worth a pretty decent amount of money, too. That being stated, I may just use this because however imperfect it looks, I mean, I can bend it, that's not a big deal. What I'm looking at, honestly, is, take this down. What I'm looking at is all that. Obviously, it has been, shall we say, punched in the face. There's a whole bunch in there. There is a lot in there. Bondo. That is. So, roughly where that upright, up and down piece right there is, a little forward is where I'd cut. And I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to weld it in. I think I've got this panel too. I'll need to look upstairs and see. Although, let's pause and get in there for a sec. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at when I look at stuff like this. How much junk is there in the way? Obviously, there's a buckled piece there. You see that little tip right there, just to the left of that hole? That's Bondo. I haven't taken any opportunity to clear any of this junk out. So, I've got this piece here. I'll need to be careful. I don't know if it's welded. Oh, it may be a part of that. I'm looking at this piece here. It may be part of the whole thing there. Look at the other side. Oops. That's all welded in there. That's easy. Easy. I mean, it's easy to take out and then put back in if I needed to. You can see that this piece is deformed. And do not believe, maybe I'm wrong, that the brace is welded to the body. Oh, there's a, you See that just barely in there. Looks like that's a weld spot, so I'm going to be careful. I don't want to deform that. Then you see all that crap in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Certainly with that piece off, it's going to be easier to get to the fenders, the inner stuff there to grind all that crap down. Yeah. Oh, okay. I might as well call this the beginning of the body phase. What the hell, why not? Okay, well, body phase started. Okay, so I want everyone to tell my ex-wife that I actually did make a good decision. Because, got all that crap out, right? Cleanup work to do, maybe some new metal. Here it is. Okay, this is new and in very nice shape. Except it was vivisected, then welded in, albeit strongly, if not inexpertly. It's okay. Look like my welds. I would have just ground it all down, right? So there's somebody who's asking about what the front valence panel. So put that back down. What the front valence panel hangs on to. This is it. That's not it. This is it, right? That notch there is for the turn crank to manually start the engine. You know, no kidding, crank it over. And these are the holes with captive nuts that the metal valence goes onto. In my case, I'm going to go with the fiberglass front end again, like my Roadster, and all this won't be necessary. I would have zorched it off if I'd kept this. Yeah, you can see, didn't do a whole lot of damage to this when I took it out, but you can see how much, yeah, Jesus Christ, car got damaged in the front end. It's too bad. Can't say I blame somebody for doing a job like this. They just stopped. You know, lots of bug pods. Now since popped, I think. Well, they pop now, if anything, right? Anyway, so what's next is to mark off where I need to take the front end off. Put in that patch panel. So JP, if you're watching, I think you saved me, I think I looked it up, like $1,100 for that one panel right there. So next time I see you, I'm going to kiss you right on the forehead. This, I know for a fact, is the only gooned up, fucked up, badly done, needs to be repaired part of the car. I intended to leave all that patch panel stuff on the car and just grind it down and paint over it, but I'm not going to do it that way. Yeah. So, again, let's get a quick look. I'm going to cut from like right here, straight down. I'll trace it out. I'll cut straight out along this edge here. Then I will see if I can remove this piece that's left, because it's not going to be needed there. Shit, this is going to stay put. I can't get this out for the life of me. Try the heat torch. I tried everything. The heat wrench. Jesus Christ. And the same over here. So once this is off, I can then get to the inner portion of what's hard to get to and call it a day. So I guess for anybody who's looking for information on how to do this, watch and learn, because I'm going to show you. Oh, fuck. Gotta think about this too, because that puppy is loaded onto here. Somewhere I've got pop weld, surface weld, or whatever you call it, removers. I'm gonna have to put them into play. God damn it. Oh well, I mean, I should have expected this, right? I kind of I enjoy doing it, so why am I bitching? I may elect to grinding all this down so it's nice and smooth, seeing what I have, taking off any second layers. I can see a second layer in there, and either replacing that, welding in new stuff, or welding those holes closed. I like to weld, so same thing over here. Now, all right, if you can, I don't know if you can see it too well, see the nice, even, gentle, continuous curve here, right? And look at it over here, nice, gentle, and it goes bonk into there. So again, this is the area that got smacked. I believe one can see it. Well, maybe not. Some Bondo in there from here up. So, all right, well, anyway, that's it for the night. I need to shower, get ready for work for tomorrow, and post this. And certainly I need to fix that. You know what? Maybe I'll fix that before I pull off this front piece, just so I don't have it dorked up. And I need to think about measurements and what else I'm looking at in terms of length and that kind of thing. I have an idea. I'll sleep on it. Then I'll tell you next time I make a video. Okay, one last one. I got some memories flooding back to me. Look at this. I'm not going to fill that. All right, square, square, square. And over here, square, square, square. Go look from the other side. That is the support panel that goes onto the cowling, which then is part of the support, or supported from the front end portion that holds the bumpers. So I gotta look and do some research. I forget how this goes, and I don't know if I did that with my Roadster or not, but I guess I'll find out. War wound, not too bad. I did it all the time.
Oh,